loved us so much that in our poverty, in our hell, I'm going to come and deliver them broken, destroyed, messed up, poor, impoverished people. I'm going to save.
Young niggas ain't tough. Young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Baqashyah Baqashyah. Yahweh Shema Allah Baqashyah to all the sisters, man. Listen, it's Captain 13,000, the card of a rhyme, checking in with the Israelite School of UPK under Commander Junior Hunt.
And you know we not no cowards. Oh, you on that?
Listen, man, this year's 52nd annual Passover. Hold on, I'm gonna say it one more time. This year's 52nd annual Passover under Commander Junior Hunter under the I.S.U.P.K. Couldn't do it last year. Y'all already know the Lord had his foot on our oppressor's neck.
Here in New York City, there are roughly 1,000 cases a day. Those are numbers they haven't seen since May.
Can't do it in New York this year because the Lord still got his foot on our oppressor's neck.
New York, the center of the outbreak this spring, is now teetering on another deadly explosion of the virus.
But listen to me good. This year, 52nd annual Passover, April 24th, 2021. You understand? It's gonna be in H-Town, baby.
It's gonna be at the B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh?
2021 I.S.U.P.K. 52nd annual Passover. All the generals gonna be there. All the heavy hitters gonna be there. The daughters of Zion gonna step out with their beautiful long dresses, you understand? Strong on deck. That One West style music on deck. 52nd annual Passover.
B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Get with it to get lost, man.
Got it out the mud, straight up out the base. The world done made me crazy. The world done turned crazy.
You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I'm siding with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go.
Shalom. Yahweh Baqashyah Baqashyah. Yahweh Shema Allah Baqashyah to the sisters. I'm President Captain Yahtazak with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, telling you to come out to the 52nd annual Passover under Commander General YAHANNA. Yeah, man, it's going to be at the ranch, man, the BH Ranch. And it's going to be a glorious event. April 24th, come out, come to Houston, Texas, where we're going to serve the Lord the way he's supposed to be served. You understand? We're going to celebrate the destruction of our enemy in the BH Ranch, and it's going to be a glorious event. Make sure you come out, man. It's going to be a $200 fee to get in, but let me tell you something. You're going to enjoy yourself. This is going to be the best event you've ever been to in your life. So I'm going to tell you, man, 14149 Players Street, come out, man, and enjoy the brotherhood and sisterhood under Christ. With that, shalom.
You love it.
Let's clap it up. Turn the speaker on. The watch. Where you at? That's shit. Alright, yeah. Boom. Shalom, DC. We're Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start off 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hunter. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth of the Bible. The truth is that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the true Jews according to the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. These are not my words. These are words coming straight from the Bible.
Pretty much.
The Bible describes who the devil is, and the Bible tells you that the devil is a man. It's not some mythical being with horns and hood feet. It is a man who walks the earth and deceives everybody. Looks to destroy everybody and everything for his own gain. today we're going to get into two different topics, because right now everybody's talking about, we need to be in unity and peace with. Damn right. It don't matter. It don't matter.
I know you'll eat.
Salakia. What we're talking about today is, like in the news, is a lot of hashtags and a lot of stuff going in about, we need to be in solidarity with the Asian community. The Asians is an uptick in hate crimes and whatnot. And what I'm saying is, Salakia, what the Most High is saying, what the scriptures are saying, what the UPK is saying, you need to we need to, as a people, need to worry about ourselves. We need to mind our business. What goes on with the Asians is not our business. They are not our people. Most High says we need to gather ourselves together as a nation. Blacks, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians is one nation. We need to worry about our business. What goes on with them in their community, whether it be good or bad, that's them and their community. They have nothing to do with us. We should have nothing to do with them. Only time when they would have something to do with us is when we're walking in their stores or ordering something from them. Other than that, we're ordering some services from them, like nail salons and whatnot. That's the only time where they halfway sort of kind of cater to us. Because even when we do that, they in our face, looking for us, trying to catch us stealing something. When we ain't stealing nothing from them. We're the ones that putting their kids through college,
right,
and graduate school,
right,
and having them earn their PhDs and their doctorates and
right.
whatnot. The reason why they're lawyers and engineers and doctors and all this other stuff is because we are the ones that patronize them stinking businesses to have them go through all these, put their kids through all these schools and whatnot. The only reason why they have the money to actually pay for it and they don't have to apply for grants and loans and all that stuff is because we spend our money over there. For what? Most High in Christ. Look at that.
Won't he do it?
Yeah, won't he do it? So what I'm about to get into, as a matter of fact, hold on.
So I thought you was praying for a second.
Nah. You got an Android or an iPhone?
Jordan. I'm already on that.
You want to
hey, it's the best of the best, baby.
All right, yeah, I just want to send him the article. And I can't do that.
Which article are we looking at?
We're doing a Latasha Harlins article.
I
you
got
could send it to him.
Shooting of Akai Gurley or
it's Latasha Harlins. I want to do Latasha Harlins first. Hold on, if you could, Brock, can you mute it for a quick second? Just mute it. We're gonna be right back in just a quick second. Nothing's gonna be wrong with your audio. I'm just gonna mute it for a quick second. Are you muted? All right, yeah, mute it. All right, we back. I just needed to get some personal information. I didn't want to have it out there, so that's why I had the brother muted. Let me get this article to you right quick.
It's Latasha Harlins.
You got it?
Yeah, I got the Wikipedia for Latasha Harlins.
All right,
that's the one Barack just sent me.
All right, cool. Yeah, read it from the top, Baqashyah.
Latasha Harlins, born January 1st, 1976, March 16th, 1991, was a 15-year-old African American.
How old was she?
15-year-old girl.
So it says Latasha Harlins. It says a date of birth and her day of death.
Right.
And then it's followed by was, which means she ain't here no more. Was a 15-year-old girl, African American girl, a young black Judite. Keep going. A princess, a daughter of Zion. Keep going.
Was a 15-year-old African American girl who was killed by Soon Jadu,
some bat-eating heathen. Some bat-eating. This young princess was killed by a bat-eating heathen. What? How long was this ago? It was what? About 30 years ago. About 30 years ago. And this stuff, man. I was just reading through this, a little bit earlier, and it just pissed me off. I just wanted to spend a few minutes on this, but as I'm reading what happened, and the crap that's going on in America right now, they're calling for, and then whenever I see it on the news, it's always us. It's us on the front lines with them. Are you serious? Are you serious when you got stuff like this happening? Come on, man. Man, this is a travesty. What happened here and the end result, and some of this stuff I didn't even know. I knew she was picked up, brother. Some of this stuff I knew, but I didn't know that the end result of what was going on. So I'm gonna try and keep this down, for a short while, so we can move on to a different topic. But this this grinds my gears, man. With this, what happened to Latasha Harlins, and then what happened to this devil Soon Jadu? I can't, man. Let's go. Keep reading, Baqashyah.
That's like a 51-year-old Korean American convenience store owner. Dude was tried and convicted of voluntary manslaughter in Harlan's death.
So this devil, this heathen was tried and convicted of her death. So they found she definitely killed her. She was tried. She had an honest and fair trial, and she was convicted. Let's continue on reading what happened with this.
Although the maximum sentence was 16 years.
16 years was what she could have gotten. Even though this was murder. If you actually look at what happened, this was murder. This wasn't voluntary manslaughter. What the hell is voluntary manslaughter? You voluntarily, slaying someone? Come on, man. She killed her, murdered her in cold blood, execution style.
Yep.
You got something, Brock?
God, on the comments.
I
ain't get there yet. Salaki.
All right, what's up?
Nah, sister online said she was killed over Donald Duck orange juice.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to get to that.
Oh,
yeah. No, that's not in the article. But I did some research on what happened. There is videotape, security tape of what happened, and you plain as day is murder, execution for for a bottle of damn orange juice. This young princess was killed. We're gonna read how the way the society of America treats Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and every other heathen in this country. It's two different judicial systems. There's one for the niggas and the spicks and the savages, and it is one for everybody else. Same law, but we get two different, outcomes to this. Keep reading.
This is sitting right here, man. Although the maximum sentence was 16 years, Judge Joyce Carlin sentenced due to time served.
Time served? Are you serious?
Are you kidding me?
Time served. This heathen got. Time served. Keep going.
5 years of probation.
5 years of probation.
400 hours of community service.
400 hours of community service.
$500 restitution and funeral expenses.
Man, if anybody knows how much a funeral costs, it's like $10,000 to bury your loved one. Are you serious? $500 for this is what United States of America thinks of Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Just because this was Latasha Harlins, a Judite sister, doesn't mean that it couldn't be Valencia Vasquez or a Native American sister. The outcome will be the very same. Did you know that the maximum sentence that the U.S. government imposes on reservations for rape is 2 years? So if someone gets raped on a reservation and they're not belonging on a reservation, they come on a reservation to rape Native American Indians, Native American women, the maximum sentence that the U.S. government allows, and this is crazy, allows the reservation is 2 years. Wow. Are you serious? Wow. This is what they think of us. And we supposed to band together in solidarity with these people? No. Most High says, gather yourselves together. Why? Because we are a nation not desired. This sentence goes to show you how we are a nation not desired. And we're going to get a little bit more on why this decision was handed down. Keep going.
The death of Latasha Harlins, which was recorded on a security.
We had is video footage of this. There is no question about what happened. None whatsoever. There is no question. I'm about to tell you what happened, but before I tell you exactly what happened, we're going to keep reading. Keep going.
And the later sentencing and failed appeal are considered to have contributed to the 1992 Los Angeles riots.
There's but so much that we can take that we can't take no more. You understand? There is so much that we can take that we can't take. Now, what they did after this, it's not what the Most High wants. He does not want us to tear this mother down. He wants to send Christ back so that Christ can tear this mother down. You understand? And the only way that because he gave his word centuries ago, millennia ago, in order for him to save us, because this is what we need to be saved from. This nonsense right here. In order for the Most High to save us and to send Christ back to avenge us, is we have to turn back to the Most High. We have to follow the law, statutes, and the commandments. Once we actually do that, because the riots happened, it cost billions of dollars of damages. It happened over the course of about a week. It was a few days to a week. It didn't take long, but they burned Watts down. You know what I'm saying? They burned Watts down. If you go back there, they built it back up. But when Christ comes and tears it down, nothing's going to be able to build it back up. Once he tears it down, there won't be no more rebuilding for them. They're going to be doing some building, but it's going to be for the kingdom of Israel. It's going to be for us. At our request, at our demand, not a request. It's going to be at our demand. Right. You better fix that, that house. Right. You better build this mansion that I want. My son ain't born yet, but this mansion better be done before he comes out that womb. Right. Or it's going to be hell to pay. Right. You got something?
Tell him, open your eyes when you speak to me.
Open your eyes when you speak to me.
You better look surprised 24/7.
You talking about hard work, hard labor, man. It's gonna be a great thing. Only then will I be in root of I will be in favor of Asian solidarity, because they need to get together and build this crib. They need to build this dam. You know what I'm saying? They need to tear this mountain down. I need to go through the mountain. Y'all gonna be going through the mountain with some pickaxes. That's y'all's labor. Breaking big rocks into little rocks. And y'all better do it with the zen y'all have now. Keep going.
Yes, especially the
no sweat.
Especially the targeting of Koreatown, Los Angeles. Harlins' death came 13 days after the videotape beating of Rodney King.
And we ain't even getting into the Rodney King thing. We ain't even getting into that. Can we all just get along? Damn that, man. Damn that. Let's go down a little further. Yeah. Read the death. go to the death part. You got something, brother? Go ahead. Read the death part. Baqashyah.
All right. Soon Jadoon store, Empire Liquor, located at the intersection of 91st Street and Figueroa Avenue, Vermont Vista, Los Angeles, was normally staffed by Dude's husband and son. However, on the morning of the shooting, Dude was working behind the counter and her husband was outside resting in the family van. Shortly before 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 16th, Harlins entered the store. Dude observed Harlins putting a $1.79 bottle of orange juice in her backpack.
So this is what she said. She said she saw Latasha Harlins put a juice in her backpack. Like I said, there's videotape recording of this. It doesn't show that. And this was a $1.79 bottle of juice. Keep going.
Dude concluded Harlins was attempting to steal.
That's what she thought. Keep going.
And did not see the money Harlins held in her hand. Dude claimed to have asked Harlins if she intended to pay for the orange juice, to which Dude claimed Harlins' response, "What orange juice?" Two eyewitnesses, 9-year-old Ishmael Ali and 13-year-old sister Lakeisha Combs, disputed that claim, saying that Dude called Harlins a bitch and accused her of trying to steal, to which they claim Harlins replied that she intended to pay for the orange juice.
So this heathen was trying to church it up, was trying to dress it up, saying, "Oh, please, what are you trying to take this orange juice? If you are, can you pay for it, please?" Nah, this devil, this heathen was like, "Bitch, you stealing from me. Give me my damn money or give me my damn merchandise and get the F out of my store." This is how they talk to us. Hurry up and buy. There's an R in hurry up. Speak the language properly. If you're gonna accuse me of something, do something proper. Hurry up, not hurry. Keep going.
After speaking with the two eyewitnesses present and viewing the videotape of the incident recorded by a store security camera, the police concluded that Harlins intended to pay for the beverage with money in hand.
She had money in her hand at the time of her death. Can you believe this? This some bull. This is bogus. Keep going.
The videotape showed that Dude grabbed Harlins by her sweater and snatched her backpack.
Snatched her up. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on me. Don't put your hands on my kids. What Lil Jon say? Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Just keep your hands to yourself. Keep going.
Harlins then struck Dude with her fist twice, knocking Dude to the ground. Sounds familiar.
Self-defense. Why are you grabbing on me? Keep going.
After Harlins backed away, Dude angrily threw a stool at her. Harlins then picked up the orange juice bottle that dropped during the scuffle. Dude snatched the bottle from her, and Harlins turned to leave.
This is what she said. But if you actually look at the video, you'll see Harlins put the bottle of orange juice on the counter and then turn away. Wow. It's plain as day. You'll see her put it on the counter and turn away. Keep going.
Dude reached under the counter, retrieved a revolver, and fired at Harlins from behind at a distance of about 3 feet.
1 meter.
1 meter.
So the argument, the altercation came in when she was suspected of stealing orange juice. The orange juice was sitting right there in front of her. And the threat turned her back to her and was walking out. This devil then picked up a revolver, picked up a gun, and shot 3 feet away and shot her in the back of the head. Is that voluntary manslaughter, or is that an execution murder?
Murder.
A child. This demon devil was 51 years old. Just because you got knocked on your hump, you shouldn't have put your hands on no kid anyway. That was your fault. You got knocked down by a 16-year-old, and that 16-year-old could have then stomped you out. But she did not. She only defended herself because you did something to her. Once she actually put the juice on the counter and walked away, that's it. That's it. We wouldn't be talking about it if she had some control over her emotions. If she knew that she couldn't get away with this, then we wouldn't be talking about this. She just put the juice on the thing, walked away. This demon freaking grabbed the gun, and you're gonna read later, it's an altered gun too. Grabbed the gun and shot her in the back of the head. What's up?
Yeah, man. It's like the threat was gone.
Exactly. There was no threat.
Right.
Keep going.
The gunshot struck Harlins in the back of the head, killing her instantly. Dude's husband, Billy. I don't even know what that is, man.
Billy?
Mr. Dude.
Key dude. Keep going.
Heard the gunshot and rushed into the store. After speaking to his wife, who asked for the whereabouts of Harlan before fainting.
So she playing the damsel in distress. She killed this child. And then was like, well, where is she? Oh my God, I can't. And then fainted. And dialed 911 to report the attempted holdup. Are you serious? The attempted holdup. Keep going. The trial. Go to the trial.
To be kidding. The trial. Dude testified on her own behalf, claiming that the shooting was in self-defense and that she believed her life was in danger.
Her life was in danger when she returned the juice and turned away. And later, just like I said, it showed that the girl had the money and still in her hand as she died. She had the money in her hand. So it was the attempted robbery is false. It should have been more charges. The false reporting, and then she murdered her. This is, and it wasn't even self-defense. If you go on the attack, she attacked her first. If you touch somebody, that's assault. Unwanted touching is assault. She grabbed her first, and the girl defended herself, knocking her on her ass. But yes, she claimed she was in danger. Keep going.
But her testimony was contradicted by the statement of the two witnesses. Present at the time, as well as the store security video.
As well as the video. If you don't believe me, look it up on YouTube right now. Look up the video of Latasha Harlins' death. It's actually on there. And you'll see how the way she put the damn juice on the counter and turned and walked away. Keep going.
Which showed dude shooting Harlins in the back of the head as the teenager turned away from dude and attempted to leave the store. The Los Angeles Police Department ballistics report also found that the handgun dude used was altered. In such a how? In such a way that it required much less pressure on the trigger to fire than an ordinary handgun.
So what they're saying is if you see those old school, westerns or anything with a revolver has a hammer on the back, right? If you don't know the hammer, if you pull the hammer back, it just makes it easier to pull the trigger. It's less trigger poundage per square inch to actually fire a round off. They're saying this gun was altered so where you don't even have to pull the hammer back in order to fire off a trigger much easier. That's the type of weapon that she had. Was altered so that you can shoot more easily. And that's the weapon that she went to use to kill this child, the 16-year-old, this baby. Keep going. Go down to the decision and sentence.
Decision and sentence. On November 15th, 1991, a jury found that dude's decision to fire the gun was fully within her control and that she fired the gun voluntarily.
She didn't have to do this. Gun wasn't in her hand and Latasha Harlins wasn't coming at her. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that situation. Latasha Harlins turned and walked away. She's then seen her turn and walk away, grabbed the gun, aimed it, and pulled the trigger in the back of her head. This is what the jury found to be. Keep going.
The jury found dude guilty of voluntary manslaughter, an offense that carries a maximum prison sentence of 16 years.
So she could have got 16 years. The way the U.S. court system, judicial system works, in this case, because it differs in different counties and different jurisdictions. In this case, the trial goes to where the jury finds if you're innocent or guilty. Then the judge sentences you according to what that charge that you're found guilty on. So it's fully up to the judge to judge's discretion on how they sentence you. Keep going.
This is despicable. However, the trial judge Joyce Collins,
a devil,
sentenced dude to 5 years of probation.
5 years of probation.
10 years of suspended prison,
which means she ain't going to jail.
400 hours of community service,
picking up trash on the side of the road,
and a $500 fine.
$500. Are you serious? $500.
That's hard to
400 hours of community service. This is the life of our daughters. This is the life of us. This is how much it's worth. 5 years of probation, 400 hours of community service, and a $500 fine. That's what they think of us. That's how much value we hold in their eyes. Think the Most High thinks of us a lot higher. Because the Most High thinks of them as something different. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, keep reading.
Judge Carlin suggested that there were mitigating circumstances in Harlan's death. She stated, did Mrs. Dew react inappropriately? Absolutely. But was that reaction understandable? I think it was. Carlin added, this is not a time for revenge.
Hold on 1 second. Brother, if you could get me 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. 2nd Ezra 6 and 56. All right, so she says, read that part again. She stated what?
She said, Mrs. Dew react inappropriately? Question. Absolutely. But was that reaction understandable? I think that it was.
This devil said it was understandable that she reached under her counter, pulled out a pistol, and shot this little teenage girl in the back of the head as she was walking away. That was reasonable. That's what these people think of us. That's what these people think of us. They think we're nothing.
Right.
Keep going.
Carlin added, this is not a time for revenge.
It's not a time for revenge. It's not a time for revenge. You know what? I agree with that because nothing that we can do, because we burned down that damn store. We burned down that neighborhood. 60% of that neighborhood, Koreatown, was destroyed. Mm-hmm. And you know what? They built it back up. Right. Scripture says, vengeance is mine, says the Lord. Once he does something, there is nothing that we can do. And we read over the past couple of weeks how the Most High gets his just due. He will kill your kids. He will kill your wife. He will cut off your line, your heritage. He will destroy your house. He will kill your cattle. He will kill your pets.
Right.
That's what the Most High will do.
Right.
That's why he says vengeance is his. Time for revenge. We can't do anything to make her suffer more than what the Most High will make her suffer. And that's why revenge is nothing for it. We cannot fully serve out what the Most High can actually do to these heathens.
Right.
And that's why the Most High is the only one that can get revenge for us. And the only way he can get revenge for us is if we turn back to him. Read what you got, brother.
2nd Ezra 6 verse 56.
And this is what the Most High thinks of everybody else.
As for the other people, which also come of Adam.
Even though we all come from Adam, we all stem from Adam, the promises only go to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Keep going.
Thou hast said they are nothing.
They are nothing. These other people, they are nothing. Keep going.
But like unto spittle.
But like unto spittle. Whenever you talk and you get fervent about your speaking, spit comes out. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Most High is saying. They're like that. Keep going.
And hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel.
He says everything about them, everything that they have, all of them put together combined is as if you're carrying a bucket of water to feed your animal, and you're walking, and a drop falls out. You don't give a damn about that drop. That drop is nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how these other nations are to the Most High. Right. So they call us, they think we're, nothing but a $500 fine and 5 years probation. Well, the Most High is the one that counts. His opinion matters. And he says we're worth everything and they're worth nothing but spit and a drop from a bucket. That's the only opinion I care for. Christ is going to get some revenge here. Right. He's going to avenge Latasha Harlins.
Right.
He's going to do that.
Absolutely.
And I pray I see what happens. I pray I'm there with him when I see, all this that's going to happen. Keep going, brother. Yeah, read the article. Keep reading the article.
And no matter what sentence this court imposes, Ms. Dude will be punished every day for the rest of her life.
No, come on. Keep going.
The court also stated that Dude shot artists under extreme provocation and duress, and deemed it unlikely that Dude would ever commit a serious crime again.
Extreme provocation. That means you're being provoked to action. She's the one who initiated the incident.
Right.
She grabbed that girl. And the merchandise was reaching. Like I said, the money was in her hand. She was like, forget this. Take your merchandise. I'm not making you rich. I'm not buying from you. She put the stuff back on the counter and walked out, or attempted to walk out. She got shot in the back of her head. What kind of provocation is when someone has their back turned toward you? During the investigation, they didn't say anything about saying, "Hey, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get my cousins or my boys to come back." And nothing like that. And if it was, she would have used that. This would have been in the trial, but it's not, because this girl had the moral upper hand and the propensity to actually like, no, this is done. This is stupid. I'm leaving. I'm just gonna leave. And this child, this 51-year-old child, was like, no, I'm gonna get you back. And shot in the back of the head. Keep going.
Furthermore, Colin deemed that Dude's capacity to act rationally in the situation was undermined by her experience with past robberies.
Had nothing to do with this. Let me read that. Okay, during the 92 riots, Dude's store was looted and burned down, and it never reopened. The property later became a mark under different ownership. Latasha Harlins was buried next to her mother. Like I said, 65% during that riot, 65% of all business vandalized was Korean-owned, was in Koreatown because of this thing that happened. And not only that, it was not just that that she was killed, but we didn't get any justice for it. There was no justice for what happened to Latasha Harlins. She was convicted by a jury of her peers, and the goddamn judge said, I'm a lie this in. They were wrong. Your jury was wrong. You ain't gonna do this again. And then they appealed it, and the other judges said, yeah, that judge is right. Just give her, probation and time served. That's crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. And this is the reason why. It's one of the reasons why we shouldn't, have anything to do with that Asian solidarity BS. It's because it has nothing to do with us. When it came time for the Asians to actually stand up for something right, did they do that? No. They didn't do that. Rock, give me the shooting of Akai Gurley, Baqashyah.
God, no sweat.
You got go ahead.
Let me know. You ready? You said the one with Akai Gurley, right?
Yeah.
Ready?
Go ahead.
Shooting of Akai Gurley. Akai Gurley, a 28-year-old man, was fatally shot on November 20th of 2014 in Brooklyn, New York City, in the United States by a New York City Police Department officer. Two police officers patrolling stairwells in New York City Housing Authority, Louis H. Pink houses in East New York, Brooklyn, entered a pitch dark, unlit stairwell. One of them, Officer Peter Lang,
Abatin Bassett,
27, with his firearm drawn.
So something was going on. They were in a pitch black stairwell. He had his gun out. Keep going.
Right. Gurley and his girlfriend entered the 7th floor stairwell. 14 steps below them, Lang fired his weapon.
So 14 steps below him, on another level down, they heard a door open, and they heard it was a man. This dude just went and shot. It's dark. You can't acquire your target. He just went and shot at the noise he heard. As soon as the door opened, he went and shot. Keep going.
His shot ricocheted off a wall. So like it fired his weapon. His shot ricocheted off a wall and fatally struck Gurley in the chest.
Killed him. Shot him in the chest.
A jury convicted Lang of manslaughter, which a court later reduced to criminally negligent homicide.
So the jury of this period once again convicted him of something. The judge reduced the sentence, reduced the charge to this BS. Why? Because he can later rig his sentencing. So that's what, and not only did the judge didn't just do it just because he felt like he was a good man or something like that. He didn't do that because of that. He did it because the Asian community came together and helped their own out. That's what happened. The Asian community band together and they went to City Hall and said, "You better let this dude off. He's one of us, and we're not gonna stand for any conviction or anything like that. He's not going to jail." And you know what? They listened to him. They actually listened to him. Once he got convicted, the judge reduced the sentencing. Not reduced the sentencing, he reduced the charge that he was convicted of. And this is what happened. Keep reading, bro.
Come on. On February 10th of 2015, Lang was indicted by a grand jury, 7 men and 5 women, for manslaughter, assault, and other criminal charges, 5 counts total. After grand jury members were shown footage of the unlit pink house and passed around the 9mm Glock used in the shooting, testing the possibility of equipment failure, concluding that the 11.5-pound 51 Newton trigger could not have been fired unintentionally.
If anybody knows anything about Glocks, there is no safety on it. The trigger is the safety. You just have to squeeze it. It's further out. You have to squeeze it a little harder, a little longer in order to fire around. That is the built-in safety. Unlike what that devil in California did, it was modified to where you don't have to squeeze it. You don't have to just touch it, and it will fire off. This, you have to intentionally pull the trigger in order to fire a round off. So that's what they were testing for. Drop me down to the aftermath. These bastards.
The aftermath.
Yeah, aftermath.
Oh. New York City Police Commissioner Bill Bratton declared the shooting to be an accident and that Gurley was a total innocent. Kings County District Attorney Kenneth P. Thompson said that he planned to impanel a grand jury to look into the death of Akai Gurley. Media reports initially surfaced that indicated both officers text messaged their union representatives before calling for help.
See, these bastards. Are you serious? Wow. Are you serious? So these bastards knew they were in the wrong. These devils knew they were in the wrong, and they went to their union for help before they actually called, for medical services. This might have actually saved this man's life. It might have actually, helped. If anybody knows anything about, gunshot wounds, it could be a matter of life and death. 1 or 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes can mean the matter of life and death. And I'm pretty sure when they were texting, they weren't, putting pressure on the wound. They weren't, trying to triage the guy. Nah, they was trying to save their own ass. That's what was going on. Keep going.
Which were later refuted as false by both the police union and the district attorney office.
The thin blue line. at work. This was going on. Not only was, you know, the union, of course, I expect the union to do that because that's what the union is supposed to do, help their people. But the damn district attorney, really? This dude murdered somebody. He just shot blindly into the stairwell. Keep going.
When asked by reporters, the mayor, Bill de Blasio, did not take any sides in this issue after Lane's conviction, but only commented that it was a strategy to Gurley's family and requesting tragedy to Gurley's family and requesting respect to the court's verdict.
Respecting? Are you serious? Are you serious? All we ask for justice. All we ask for is justice. You tell us to believe in justice, and justice is blind, right? That's what they tell us, right? Justice is blind. Outside of every courtroom, there's a Edomite woman, a devil, holding the scales of balance, the balance of justice, right? And she's blindfolded, supposed to represent, you know, the justice, whether it's, you know, someone's guilty or not, is weighed exclusively by the evidence, and justice is blind. That's what the statute is supposed to mean. But in this case, justice was not blind. It was very biased. They were convicted, and then the judge reduced the conviction so that he can give them something else. What, you have something, brother?
I would say they actually called her blind justice.
Exactly. They call it blind justice. Why? Because justice comes to those, it was supposed to come to those mighty and small, like and like. If someone did something wrong, you were supposed to pay for what you did. Whether you are mighty in the land or you are little in the land. That's what it's supposed to be. But the only justice that is truly blind is the Most High in Christ. That's it. He's gonna judge us on according to the righteous act of the law. And there ain't gonna be no, you know, sidebars and side deals catering to some people. If we did something wrong, if we sinned, if we broke the law, the Most High will judge us for it. And He will judge us harshly. These people, this dude broke the law and then tried to cover it up by going to his union rep. That's what he did. Keep going. And then you got the mayor not taking sides. And then telling us to respect the decision by the court. The court ruled something, and then someone else reduced it. Do they ever do that for us? No. First time offenders, they give us 10 and 15 and 20 years. There's people still in jail, first time offenders, for some type of weed charge, and it's legal now. Come on, man. We ain't supposed to be dealing with anything and narcotics or anything like that. Why? Because the Most High says we are not to be witches. We can't sell our people poison. You know what I'm saying? But these people doing what they did, what we did, and then throw us in jail, and then see how much money that we were making from it, then turn around and legalize it, and still keep us in jail. You are a sick bastard, and the Most High is going to do something terrible to you. This is what is going to happen, and all you people, all you can't even say that. All you brothers and sisters that are weak-minded. I understand why you're weak, but you got to remember this: these are the people that mean us ill. That mean us harm, and they always have. You should not attach yourself to anything that they do. They're having problems in the world, it's because the Most High wants them to have problems in the world. They had a chance to let us go. They had a chance to let Latasha Harlins walk out that damn store. They had a chance to let our sisters walk out them nail salons instead of trying to throw acetone in our face. They didn't have to lock the door and beat us with brooms and sticks and whatnot and fists and kicks and whatnot. They didn't have to do that. They could just let us walk out. Let the police investigate it. You know what I'm saying? That's what could have happened. They didn't have to hold our sisters down in their beauty supply stores thinking that we were stealing, and then once the cops get there, it's found out that we weren't stealing anything, and then let bygones be bygones. They just assaulted these women. How about that? Charge them, arrest them. But nah, none of that happened. You want to attach yourself to these people that do this to us on a consistent basis, follow us in their stores, hurry up and buy, right? You want to attach yourself to these people? You don't like wearing masks in public or going in, in stores in public? It's because they were eating bats and caused a pandemic in the earth, the whole world. You want to attach yourself to these people? These are some disgusting dirt bags.
That's
man.
right.
Keep going.
God. On the stand of NYPD patrolling, he neutrally noted that as an essential to public safety, he also characterized the Asian Americans, the prevailing argument in Asian society of Peter Lane being a scapegoat, as non-existent, and to African Americans who had ongoing suspicions about police brutality cases somehow being linked together. De Blasio characterized white supremacy conspiracy theories as non-existent as well.
But it's showing you right here how all this stuff came to pass. It's showing you right here. All this stuff came to pass. How are we able to, how are we actually telling you for decades that all this crap has happened, for centuries, since the goddamn slave catchers, because that's where cops come from. That's where they originate from, slave catchers. And you would wonder why, they have such a hatred for blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans. We're saying that there's an actual agenda. We're saying there's an actual agenda for police to brutalize us. And it doesn't matter if a cop is black because he is in that white supremacist system. If he does not if he's not Hoppin' John, tell him about the gun line boss. If he's not that, he is not going to be in the police department. If he is not like Bishop Nathaniel, he is not going to be in the police department.
Damn right.
Nasty Nate.
If he's not like Nasty Nate, get him Nasty Nate. If he's not like Nasty Nate, framing brothers purposely, this bastard was in the truth. He knew what the truth is. He knew how to treat brothers. And one, he was still in the police department, oppressing brothers. And then two, he purposely went out his way to set two brothers up. It just came out that because of Nasty Nate, the New York City Police Department had to pay $750,000.
He was a homosexual.
Nasty Nate, the Purple Rain, some other stuff I want to say, but I can't say. But Nasty Nate, he caused the New York City Police Department $750,000, $250 apiece for each of the brothers, and $250 for the lawyer fees. If you're under Nasty Nate, if you're under the Purple Rain, and all of this is actually court documented. This is not hearsay. This is court doc. You can look it up. Nasty Nate framed two Israelite brothers, to go to jail for saying that they committed something that they did not commit. He framed them. He made false statements. He coerced witnesses. Everything that you see in like movies, what's that dude's Denzel Training Day? Everything that this is what Nasty Nate was doing. Right. You got something, brother?
Did the court docket actually say Nasty Nate?
No, it didn't say Nasty Nate. It didn't say Nasty Nate, but it named him by name. It named him by name. Shield number 2299. Nathaniel Ray. I'm saying his government. Nathaniel Ray is a bastard. If you are still under that bastard, and you see the doc because it's been posted. It's been posted how he's actually the court documents. It's all online saying, showing you the actual, the history of what's going on and how the lawsuit named him specifically, not only the New York City Police Department, but naming him specifically on the dockets of how how his part was in this accusation, this framework. If you see that and you still up under this dude, Lord be with you. Lord be with you. Because God knows what else is going on in there.
Damn right.
You got Nasty Nate allowing Hamites in there, killing our sisters. You got Nasty Nate in there allowing sexual deviancy prevail. Y'all know about the brother who solicited Edomite transvestite, had services with him, and then felt guilty or whatever and shot him in the face. Yeah. All this is going on in the Purple Rain. All this is going on in the Purple Rain. Wow. If you wear purple with curtain bottoms on the bottom of your shirt, you are no different than this Jew, Sundong Jew. You are no different than this Peter Luang.
Damn right.
You are you have the mark of the beast. You need to get away from Nasty Nate. Come into the I.S.U.P.K. under Commanding General YAHANNA.
Damn right.
And you will not get run off the street like you got ran off the street in Tennessee, in Memphis.
Right.
That was shameful, y'all. How are y'all gonna surround us with like 20 people and then get run off? Why? Because Most High with you. Most High with you. Most High with Commander General YAHANNA and all the men under him. Well, you got something, bro? I'm getting off on a tangent. I had another topic here. I'm just gonna have to save that for another day. I had another one, but I can't do that no more. You got something, brother?
Nah, I'm gonna go and get on that too. I'm saying Nasty Nate is just as bad as these Asians that was let go and let off. You know what I'm saying? Taking our brother and our sister from us. Nasty Nate is just as wrong. You know what I'm saying? Brothers and sisters look to join the school that they is being told is the truth, and they told is going to change their lives and all in the above. They're trying to get away from sellouts, and then Nasty Nate is offering them a sellout leadership position. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's, and then they displayed it, like you just said the other day, in the city by surrounding us. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a clear display of how you had no protection. You know what I'm saying? Being with that, we were standing with a couple men. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down. You know what I'm saying? And they surrounded us as if they was coming in for peace. And then not only did you
that passive aggressive bull.
That passive aggressive bull.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nasty Nate is just as bad and just as guilty and just as shameful and just as weak. You know what I'm saying? As our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? It's just it's really homosexual. It's a lot. It's very homosexual.
Right.
You got something, brother?
Fire
off on this dude.
Come on. Speak on the leaders that we're talking about. The Asians. For anybody who wanted to take part, with their ways, practicing their ways, they're known as Mongols, and I have the definition of a Mongoloid right here. Anybody like to hear? The first definition is relating to the broad division of humankind, including the indigenous peoples of East Asia, Southeast Asia, and the Arctic region of North America. The second definition is having Down syndrome, because they're a product of Lot's daughters raping him. That's incest. They're a product of incest, Down syndrome.
I'm glad you brought that out. If anybody knows, the Asian community right now is known as there's three separate people that are included in Asia. It's Asia, which actually includes India. People don't think of India as Asian, but geographically speaking, they call themselves Asian, right? So you got Ammon and you got Moab. Ammon and Moab are the sons of incest, product of incest. And if you actually see incestuous, peoples, they have Down syndrome, and people who have Down syndrome, have that, the epicanthic fold, and they look like that, right? They called when the Western world first encountered the Eastern world, they saw them. They had masks on, right? Because they were doing battle. When they took the masks off, they looking like this and whatnot. They called them Mongoloid. They thought they were retarded. They thought they had Down syndrome. So that's why they called them Mongoloid. If you look at it in the definition now, they taken that aspect of Mongoloid out because the Asians consider that offensive. But they do look like they got Down syndrome. Right. The reason why they look like they got Down syndrome is because they come from the people who have Down syndrome. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All that was from incest. So when we say Asian, we're talking about Ammon and we're talking about Moab. These bastards are some nasty people. I don't know if anybody's ever been over there before, but
no.
They are some.
I've never been there.
Well, it doesn't even matter. Everybody's been to Chinatown. It ain't no difference. Ain't no difference. Everybody's been in Chinatown for one reason or another. They are some nasty, dirty bastards. They are so nasty, they caused the earth to shut down. We, as Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, may have some beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? We may be so destroyed that we sell each other drugs. We sell our women out to each other. We pimp our women out and whatnot because we're destroyed. We destroy our community because of our oppression. Oppression has been put on us, and because we haven't had real guidance in the past, we've only had Martin Luther Kings and T.D. Jakes and Creflo Dollars. That's not, and Al Sharpton's. That's not real leadership. And Jesse Jackson's. We've been following them. We destroyed our own community. These bastards destroyed the whole goddamn earth. Try and catch a plane somewhere. You can't go somewhere without having a piece of paper saying either you tested negative for a disease they're responsible for, or you got a vaccination. Try going somewhere. Countries are shut down because of this. People are protesting in the streets because there's more spikes and rises in cases, in brand new cases. 1,000 cases every day. 1,000 new cases every day. Now the governments around the world are ordering more shutdowns, and now people are protesting about that. Like, come on. These people are dirty and nasty, yo. All of them. Let it be clear.
Absolutely.
We're not to associate ourselves with any of them. It's not our people. It's not our people. You know what their people do to us? Their people shoot us in dark staircases. So scared of niggas around that they're in darkness. They hear a door open. They hear some noise, and then boom, boom, shoot. Come on. And if you're in a purple rain, you just as bad as them. You just as bad as them. We're telling you that there is no difference between your Purple Rain organization and the NYPD. Why? Because Shield badge number 2299 is the head of your goddamn. The New York City Police Department is the head of your goddamn organization. Wow. You want to know the difference between a righteous man and a devil and a heathen? Someone who chooses not to follow the Most High's laws? There was two men in the I.S.U.P.K. There were actual police officers. Both of them heard the truth. They both heard the truth. They both were taught the truth. One of them framed 2 Israelites and started his own group. The other had a chance to kill an Israelite. But he chose not to. He chose to give him mercy and have peace on him. And his police brothers told him he should have killed him and was getting reprimanded for not doing that. He saw the evil in that and he quit the police department. You know who that brother is?
The brother that's on Black Watch.
One of the brothers is on Black Watch.
I don't know his name.
You know his name? You know,
General,
you know who he is?
General Muhammad.
No.
Do you? Hold on. I know you know. I know you know. You want to give him another shot?
I know he's a general.
It's General Hazayan.
Okay.
General Hazayan. You already know. General Hazayan was a police officer. He was a SWAT commander, special forces in the police department. He had an opportunity to actually kill an Israelite. He got the drop on because he got a call. This dude was shooting. Him and his guy, his partner, split up. He took one position, the other guy took another position, and he got the drop on him. He saw him. He told him freeze. Put your hands up. The guy was like, "Oh shit, what happened?" It's like, "Oh what happened?" And then he was about to draw the gun and like aim it at him, but he was like, "Yo, don't do that. I can kill you right now." And he was like, he had a look in his eyes like maybe he wanted to die by cop, suicide by cop. That's what it's called. Okay. But General Hazayan talked him out of it. He was like, "Yo, you can live to another day. Whatever you're going through is not worth dying right now." So he disarmed the man. He talked him down, disarmed the man, and arrested him. Right after he got the cuffs on him, the other cops, the other devils came in, and you can be a devil whether you're an Israelite or not. If you're looking to seek to end lives for no apparent reason, you just want to just go out there and shoot somebody, you just want to kill somebody, you're a serial killer. You know what I'm saying? The NYPD is full of them. But when they came around and saw that he apprehended the guy instead of killing him, they chastised him. It's like, "What are you doing? Why did you do that? He took a shot at whoever. He should be put to death." That's not the job of cops. If you have an opportunity to disarm, especially your brother, if you have this opportunity to disarm your brother and allow him to live out his life and repent, give him the opportunity to repent. Whatever that brother was going through that day, he had an opportunity to turn back from his ways and lead a life the Most High wanted him to lead. But these other devils wanted him dead. General Hazayan said, "No, not today." And once that thing happened, he realized he couldn't be no longer part of the police department. I'm not sure if it was New York or Philly. I'm not sure, but he was a part of the police department. After that day, he was like, "I can't do it. I can't know the truth and be in be in an organization that hunts our steps, that makes legislations that comes out to kill us." He said that, and he couldn't be a part of it anymore. But Purple Rain, they go out, they see, and then they got tapes. This is how bad, this is how you know your leadership is corrupt and evil. This has been out, for years. What Nazi Nate did, and then you got people under him who's on tape saying, what Trayvon Martin did was good for him. And then you got other people saying, if you got warrants, I am going to tell on you. I am going to tell on you. Right. He breeds snitches. Not only does he breed snitches, not only does he breed snitches, he breeds, murderers who beats our women and kills our women and buries them. He lets in Africans, lets in Hamites in his organization so that they can come and kill us. This is the scripture said. Give me dumb dogs. Give me dumb dogs. This Purple Rain mofo is a dumb dog. You got something, brother?
If I may, it's a new video out with the purple people try to walk up on one of us.
Yeah, and they got shut down. They surrounded. It was like 20 of them.
Oh, that's
yeah. It was like 20 of them, and they got shut down.
Right.
What he say? What he say? Junior Yohanna.
He didn't say
F. He said F Nathaniel and F you too.
Yeah, right.
But I don't want to say what he really.
Right.
Oh, it ain't like that.
The Most High is a man of war, and we're after the Most High's heart.
Exactly.
Commanding General Yohanna is preparing us for war.
Shut him down.
That's what this place is. This place breeds soldiers. We ain't scared of no goddamn purple rain. Are you serious? Come on, man. You wearing purple. I'm supposed to what? I'm supposed to bow down to what you say?
Man, go fix that.
This dude wasn't even making sense. He brought when they panned around, I counted 12 right there in front of him. And then it was like another 10, 15 across the street. Like, are you serious?
Right.
You coming over here trying to intimidate the men of the I.S.U.P.K? Man, you got another thing. You lucky. I am so glad that dude didn't, or any of them cats didn't, try and touch us, because the order would have been given to fall on them, and they would have all been, squashed. Yeah, you had something, brother?
Yeah, and to show you how much of the cowards they are. I don't know how long ago it was, but
it was Saturday.
Not us, but it was. He went up. They surrounded another group with an elderly man, older cat, and they was being so disrespectful. But that just shows you the karma that the Most High gives. Like, you going out there like that, trying to go on the older man, you're coming up against 5, 3, 4 people, whatever. Y'all got 20. Now you jumping out there like that, then the brother stepped to you. Oh, it ain't like that no more?
Yeah, I come in peace. I said, Shalom.
Come in peace, right?
Exactly. You had something, brother?
Yeah, I just want to reference, some of the battles that we went through when we were less. And, the Most High, made it seem like we were more. You know what I'm saying? Well, we were more mighty, and we won.
That's how the Most High operates. That's how the Most High operates. And you absolutely right when they went and ran up on that elderly brother, and it wasn't just one camp. It was like 2 or 3 different camps that they ran up on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it was like 2 or 3 different camps that they ran up on, and they essentially ran them off. They thought they saw that and like, oh yeah, we can do that. Nah, nigga. Nah, Slim. Don't you ever. If you listen, don't you ever in your life try and do that stuff again. The outcome that happened that day may not be the same outcome. And it ain't gonna be any better for you. Do not try it.
Damn right.
The Most High is with Commander General Yohanna and I.S.U.P.K. He is not with no Purple Rain, no Nasty Nate. He is not with shield badge number 2299. He's not with them. You got that scripture, bro?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You want it?
Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 56, verse 10. His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are blind. The watchmen are supposed to be the men who are actually looking out, just like a shepherd. They actually look out beyond the sheep, because the sheep are doing whatever they're doing. They're in their own little world. We're in our own little world. We're supposed to be the sheep, just like Commander General Yohanna is supposed to be our shepherd right now. The men above us is our shepherd right now. They actually look out to see danger, and they're supposed to warn us of any sort of danger. They're saying, what? Read that from the top.
God. His watchmen are blind.
His watchmen are blind. The watchmen was supposed to be watching over us. They're supposed to be warning us of danger. Keep going.
They are all ignorant.
They are all ignorant. They don't know nothing. They know squat. Just like this Nasty Nate. He don't know nothing. Keep going.
They are all dumb dogs.
They are all dumb dogs. In the past, a dog was one of our alarm systems. It was an organic alarm system. Whenever you knock on somebody's door and you hear a dog barking, or you walk past a door and the dog hears you, the dog starts barking. That's to let the master know someone's at the door. Someone's around here that I do not know. Just letting you know that I know that something's around here. Dumb means it's not someone that doesn't know stuff. It's not an unknowledgeable person. That's what we think of today as dumb. Back then, dumb means you can't speak. So if a dog cannot bark and cannot warn you of danger, what good is he for? Just another mouth to feed for what? You carry no weight. What are you here for? You know what I'm saying? This is what you got the scripture, brother.
Oh, you want to read?
You got Keep reading where you said left off. Matter of fact, read from the top.
Okay. His watchmen are blind.
Watchmen are blind.
They are all ignorant.
Uh-huh.
They are all dumb dogs.
They are all dumb dogs. Al Sharpton, our Jesse Jacksons with the goddamn Rainbow Coalition. You think I forgot? You think I forgot Rainbow Coalition? Why you pick that, yo? Jesse. Right. Why you pick Rainbow Coalition, nigga? Yeah, I know the deal. With the goddamn Rainbow Coalition, you got people begging for money so you can go to Mars and teach white Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You got people who molesting boys and say that he has 3 stones and he ain't even swing one yet. Most High took care of him. All these cats are dumb dogs. Keep going. Nasty Nate is a dumb dog.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down.
They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down. When they saying they cannot bark, they cannot warn us. Why? Because they are actually inviting, just like Martin Luther King Jr., Orgy Mike. He invited the devil into our space. I remember Muhammad Ali said, there may be some good white people, which if you've seen, there was one, according to I heard General Muhammad say this. Someone asked him, are there any good white people? And he was like, yeah, there's some good white people. There's some good, and we had a good white person at camp this past weekend that bowed down and licked up the dust of the prophet's boots. we had one good white person. You know what I'm saying? But how many Edomites walked by listening to us and called us crazy? You know what I'm saying? How many people walked by and ignored us? How many people walked by and scoffed at us? There was one. I remember, like I was saying, Muhammad Ali was saying, if there's 1,000 rattlesnakes and 300 of them were good and they wouldn't let the other 700, bite me, and there's a door right here that I can close to all the rattlesnakes, why would I leave it open and trust the 300 to keep me safe from the rest of the rattlesnakes? Right. Just a handful of good white people that they're all going to get destroyed. That may be quote unquote the house cracker. You know what I'm saying? They may get spared. They're still going into captivity. You know what I'm saying? They're still going to serve hard labor, but they may not. The Most High will see those that actually bow down to the prophets when they didn't have to. They're still going to get destroyed. It's going to happen. But why would I keep the door open for those 1,000 snakes to come in? Correct. What Orgy Mike did, what Nasty Nate Shield Badge number 229 is still doing, is letting in those snakes. He let Hamites in. And from what I understand, you can't even say anything about a Hamite in their organization, because if you do, he's going to come down hard on you. A proven Israelite against someone who they may think might. I don't even know what they think, but they think that they're Israelites. And if you say anything about them stinking, dirty, lip plate having, neck brace wearing Hamites, then you got hell to pay. He's that dumb dog that's letting in the fox in the chicken coop. He's that dumb dog that doesn't bark when there's danger at our door. Nasty Nate, if you in the purple rain, man, why would you be associated with something so GHEY? I don't want this to get flagged. Why would you do that?
Be a man. Come to the ISUPK. Keep reading, Baqashyah.
Isaiah 56, verse 10. Love it. You want me to take it from the top?
Yeah, read from the top.
His watchmen are blind.
Right.
They are all ignorant. They are all dumb dogs. They cannot bark, sleeping, lying down, loving to slumber.
Loving to slumber. That's basically what they're doing. That's basically what they're doing. They have no love for us. In order, if anybody has worked on a farm or knew somebody and has related their story, who knew someone who worked on a farm and related their stories about working on a farm, that is hard work. The reason why it's hard work is because those animals actually depend on you to eat, to drink. You know what I'm saying? If they're sick, they depend on you. If you don't get up and do that work, they die. You know what I'm saying? They die. I remember it was this Edomite was telling me he grew up on a farm and he had horses, and it would be some days where it'd be really cold. He wouldn't go out to water the horses to give them water because it'd be big buckets and whatnot. And we said when it actually came time to actually give the horses some water, they will lap it up just like that. Now he has to go back and get some more damn water because they drunk it up so fast. Now you got to do double the work. Well, our Christian leaders, Nasty Nate, Shield Badge number 229, NYPD retired, the framer, he's sleeping. He does not go out and actually do the work to keep his people safe. He's actually inviting the danger in. And the result of it, you got someone shooting transvestites in the face. You got Hamites in there killing our sisters. You know what I'm saying? You got God knows what going on when they go over there to Africa, doing God knows what to them kids. God knows what. And you still in the purple rain and them bastards. Man, I seen some videos of them, singing and whatnot. I'm like, man, this junk is they are so yogurty. That's what they are, man. That's how I can explain it. These niggas are yogurty, man. Like,
soft and sweet. Soft and sweet.
Soft like wet tissue paper. And you want to be up on a man that exudes that? I remember when I went to the Passover, I saw nothing but men. You know what I'm saying? Men. When I went to the Passover, there was no that toxic masculinity. Man, I felt at home. I felt at home. You know what I'm saying? There was no pressure to be like clean shaven or yogurty, because that's what society wants us to be, yogurty. But Commander General YAHANNA breeds up strong Black, Hispanic, and Native American men. That's it. Why? Because that's what the Lord wants. He doesn't want us to be in yogurty purple. You got something?
Speaking of what the Lord wanted, I was just watching the video and it seemed like he had a whole shape up. I'm sitting here looking as rough as I possibly can be for the Lord, and he got a whole shape up, and he should know better than me.
He should, right?
Yeah.
He should, but he left the truth and he doesn't. You are in the truth right now. You sitting here in this seat learning how to be a man of the Lord, a man of the Most High, is better than what Nasty Nate is doing. It's better what Nasty Nate is teaching his people. We don't want nothing. We don't want nothing to do with them. We don't. I seen a video. I ain't. All right. Anybody got anything else? Anybody got anything else? And with that, I pass the class to Trooper Brown.
The security announcements. We at I.S.U.P.K. at 1 West 125th Street out of Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA.
new rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves in the word. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes was a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you get to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. What's off amount you would like to give? The upcoming Holy Convocation, we have in the Lord's 52nd annual Passover, held in this year's April 24th, 2021 in Houston, Texas. You understand? That is the next upcoming Holy Convocation. It'll be a $200 fee for every individual that is 17 years of age or older that plans on attending the Passover in Houston, Texas. As well, April 22nd is the annual slaughter of the lamb that will also be held in Houston, Texas. If you plan on being down there, you want to make sure you make your arrangements, your dates, pay your Passover fund first. It's $200 once again. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to add on that?
Get your hotel reservations. Get your Airbnb if you're doing that. Get your air travel or car travel or train travel, whatever you're doing. Secure that as well. Also, Commander General YAHANNA is going live tonight, every Monday night from 9 to 11 p.m. 2 hours, and he also goes live throughout the week. Go to his page, like the Black Watch, like, share, subscribe. Click on the bell notification so you can actually get notified whenever he does go live.
God. Remind document our walking to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirt, black pants, black cape on the scarf. And with that, I say Imagine, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amadi Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Baqashyah, Yahweh Class dismissed.
The Lord loved us so much that in our poverty, in our hell, I'm going to come and deliver the broken, destroyed, messed up, poor, impoverished people. I'm going to save.
Young niggas ain't tough. Young niggas ain't tough.
Hey, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Baqashyah Baqashyah. Yahweh Shema Baqashyah Baqashyah. All the sisters, man. Listen, it's Captain 13,000, the card of a rhyme, checking in with the Israelite School of UPK under Commander General YAHANNA.
You know we not no cowards. Oh, you on that?
Listen, man. This year's 52nd annual Passover. Hold on. I'm gonna say it one more time. This year's 52nd annual Passover under Commander General YAHANNA under the I.S.U.P.K. Couldn't do it last year. Y'all already know the Lord had his foot on our oppressor's neck.
Here in New York City, there are roughly 1,000 cases a day. Those are numbers they haven't seen since May.
Can't do it in New York this year because the Lord still got his foot on our oppressor's neck.
New York, the center of the outbreak this spring, is now teetering on another deadly explosion of the virus.
But listen to me good. This year, 52nd annual Passover, April 24th, 2021. You understand? It's gonna be in H-Town, baby.
It's gonna be at the B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do.
2021 I.S.U.P.K. 52nd annual Passover. All the generals gonna be there. All the heavy hitters gonna be there. The daughters of Zion gonna step out with their beautiful long dresses, you understand? Strong on deck. That One West style music on deck. 52nd annual Passover.
B&H Ranch, 14149 Players Street, Houston, Texas.
Get with it to get lost, man.
Got it out the mud, straight up out the base. The world done made me crazy. The world done turned crazy.
You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go.
Shalom. Baqashyah, Baqashyah, Prince and Captain YAHANNA with Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, telling you to come out to the 52nd annual Passover under Commanding General YAHANNA. Yeah, man, it's going to be at the ranch, man, the BH Ranch. And it's going to be a glorious event. April 24th, come out, come to Houston, Texas, where we're going to serve the Lord the way He's supposed to be served. You understand? We're going to celebrate the destruction of our enemy in the BH Ranch, and it's going to be a glorious event. Make sure you come out, man. It's going to be a $200 fee to get in, but let me tell you something. You're going to enjoy yourself. This is going to be the best event you've ever been to in your life. So I'm going to tell you, man, 14149 Players Street, come out, man, and enjoy the brotherhood and sisterhood under Christ. With that, shalom.